Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting episode of Nigerians Abroad. I'm your host, Sheon Rabiu. This episode promises to be informative, educating, and as well as entertaining as we chat with Nigerians doing us proud in diaspora. Please like and subscribe, share the videos, and also turn on your notification buttons to get uploads, to get notifications for future uploads. On today's episode, we have the honor to chat with an illustrious son of Nigeria. We could call him son of the soil, and this is in no other person other than Dr. Lutanna Micah Neju. Welcome on the show, brother.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing, sir?
Here too. I'm very fine, thank you.
It's nice to have you here on the show. Please, can you tell us when you left Nigeria for the US, please?
Okay, I would say I left Nigeria since 2015 to China, and then later on, I returned back to Nigeria in 2020 for a brief moment for like about 6 months, and then I came to US in 2021.
2021?
Yeah.
That was last year, right?
Yeah.
So while everyone was locked down, you were busy traveling up and down. My brother. All right, nice to hear that. Can you tell our viewers and our subscribers where exactly you're from in Nigeria?
I am from Okija in Ihala local government in Anambra State.
Good. So you're a true son of the soil, right?
Yeah, sure I am.
Yeah, my Igbo brother would say Igwe. All right, what prompted your decision to leave Nigeria when you did?
I would say that what prompted my decision was for high quality education. I needed somewhere that I would be trained properly in research and also in applied sciences. So it was one of the driving force that led me to leave Nigeria at the time that I left Nigeria.
Good. So it was in your based off of your quest for quality education. That's why you left Nigeria.
Yeah.
Before then, let's take us back briefly. When you were in Nigeria, what school did you go to?
I did my national diploma in Federal Polytechnic Oko in Anambra State. Then I did my undergraduate at the University of Abuja, and then my master's degree at the University of Ibadan before leaving Nigeria for my PhD.
Oh, good. So for your PhD, what school did you go to here?
I did my PhD at the University of Chinese Academy of Sciences, where I specialize in genetics.
Oh, okay. That's good. Genetic science?
Yes, genetics, but we are looking at the use of molecular tools for studying the diversity and distribution patterns of the animals, and then also effect the best approaches for species conservation.
Oh, that's good. Does that in any way, is that in any way related to gene editing and all that?
No, it is more or less into barcoding, maybe forensics.
Okay.
So we use a particular DNA from the animal, and then we can use it to rapidly identify them, characterize them, and also know those ones that are facing threats, and then the best way that we can protect them from extinction.
Oh, that's good. So when you came here first, what state was the school located?
Yeah, it is in Princeton, New Jersey. I'm at Princeton University in New Jersey.
That's a prestigious Princeton University. So during your first weeks here in the US, how did you cope?
It was very tough.
How was the transition from Nigeria to New Jersey?
I came to New Jersey when they were having a very bad winter season. So it was really very, very cold when I came here. So everywhere was just,
right?
Yeah, a whole lot of it. So it was very terrible. Although when I was being interviewed at the US Embassy, the visa officer told me like, make sure you grab a suit. But I was like, what is he talking about? Until when I came here, it was very, very cold. So moving from the hot Abuja to very cold and Princeton area, it was really very challenging. at least for the first 1-2 weeks.
Oh, that's good. How would you describe the location which Princeton University is located? How would you describe it in terms of the topography, in terms of the people there, in terms of housing, in terms of job opportunities? How would you describe it to our viewers, please?
Yeah, I would say to an extent, very good, and but housing is also very expensive. Right? The rent is very expensive here because Princeton is for rich people. Princeton University is a very rich university, so the tuition fee is very high, although it's also very affordable. Like you can, if you're skilled, you can also get like scholarship. But in terms of the topography, I would say just relatively like what we have in Nigeria. And then we also have some forests, some woodlands hereabout. So it's not more or less like an industrialized area, but more like a quiet place.
Okay. How would you describe the people living in that locality? How would you describe their behaviors, or their, are they friendly? Are they sociable?
Yeah, they are very, very friendly. I must say that. I think the people that I've met here in Princeton, they are one of the best set of people I've ever met ever since I have been born. They are really very wonderful, friendly, and very nice. Like it's more or less like a home.
That's good. That's good. What are the most aside from the academics, which you actually that's your field? What are the most thriving, I would say, jobs or careers in that locality?
Yeah, I would say medical profession, especially medicine, pharmacy, nursing, and then also I would say maybe things that also has to do with real estate management and all those things. Oh, okay. So they are the things that are really quite very thriving here.
Oh, that's good. What do you do for fun when let's say you cannot be reading 24/7, 7 days a week now? Once in a while, when during the end of your work week, what places do you go to relax, if there are any?
Yeah, apart from bars, I usually go to the bar maybe once in a while just to cool off, and then I always go to the gym like every day. I hit the gym.
Okay, I see the most.
So I hit the gym almost every day with just maybe good. 2 or 3 rest days. But apart from that, I could also hang out with friends. We can go to some parks, take a walk around. Also try to go to different restaurants, like the Brazilian restaurant, Mexican restaurant, and other restaurants, just to try new set of food.
That's good. Trying out and exploring other types of cuisines and food from different countries, right? That makes sense, And just to chip in, it was in one of the functions that you attended that I saw that we first met, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's good. Tell us about the food and the lifestyle of people over there. For instance, in New York, because we have the African market around, so basically you can, if you ask me of the food that we eat here in New York, the American food, I can just tell you burger, mac and cheese, and all that. However, we have tons of African markets where you can get all Nigerian delicacies to cook whatever you want to cook. So how is the food over there?
Yeah, actually in this Princeton area, I've not seen any African markets. The only one nearby is in Newark. I've not seen anyone here. So
how far is that from you?
Maybe almost like about 30, 45 minutes drive.
Not so bad.
Yeah.
So you go there?
So, no, I usually order the food online. And then there is also one other Nigerian. She's in Ohio, Blessed Kitchen. So she also deals with some of these Nigerian food stores. So if I don't get some of them online, then I could just order some of the food, even the cooked food also. I love Nigerian food.
So what are some of the food that you order? Do you order nkwobi?
No, I usually order for egusi soup, bitter
Or
leaf soup, ora soup. I
uh,
still love Nigerian food. In fact, it's Nigerian food that I always like to eat.
that's good. What are some of the historic places around where you live, around the Princeton area?
I've never been to any of those historical places per se. I have not known of any historic places around here because is more or less like I described before. It's not like a city per se. It's just like, how would I put it? More or less like a home,
Mm.
like a very quiet
So
neighborhood.
it's like a GRA, right?
Yes,
Okay.
perfectly.
So
Yeah,
if I thought you want to do anything, you would have to come out from there and visit places.
definitely.
Have you been to the New Jersey Science Museum? I think it's close to Jersey City,
No, it's
something
very
like
far from here.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Any intentions of returning back to Nigeria in the near future?
I would say yes, although I always visit Nigeria once, twice every year because that is where my research activities are. So I usually travel down to Nigeria because my research, we are just trying to see how best we could protect Nigerian animal and our environment in Nigeria. So definitely almost like every year I travel, stay for like 3 4 months in Nigeria for research and then return back to the US again.
Okay, that's good. What do you miss most about Nigeria? If you ask me, the number one thing, the number one thing I would say is the food because I like food too.
Yeah.
I miss those days where you're coming back on Fridays and you stop by Aboki's joint and to get some nice suya, my brother, and I miss that suya. Even though we try to replicate it here, it still doesn't taste as it does in Nigeria. What do you miss most about Nigeria?
I'll say apart from the food, all those rowdiness, the noise, especially in Lagos, we just be hearing all these yellow buses. They're just making that noise. Actually, they can say it's noise pollution, but I would say I really love that
That
the
vibe.
bustling
Yeah,
environment.
yeah.
Like there is this kind of joy that I derive from it. Even despite being abroad, traveling, and all these things, each time I come back to Nigeria and I see that energy, that zeal, the way that people are waking up every morning.
Early morning.
They are just like,
I used to
gives me joy.
Yeah, that takes me to when I first started staying in Lagos. I used to visit my aunt during holidays. She lived at Oba in Ikeja, not far from Bega. So we lived by Oba bus stop. So early in the morning, like 4 o'clock, 4:30, you start hearing Shagelio Shaga, Shagelio Shaga, Iju Shaga, Keja, 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 Keja. They were waking you up. And at the same time, the Muslims will be, calling for their prayers, early morning prayers. And again, the churches now, we had around they were praying, and that vibe, Sha, once in a while you still remember and you miss those,
I'm telling you.
Over there, I don't think you need an alarm clock to wake you up.
Nothing.
Even I'm not even sure if I've heard cock crow since I've been here.
Because the only thing I can hear is maybe some noise from birds and all those things. So if not, nothing like that. So that is why all the research I'm conducting, I still try to see a way to have Nigerian component there because I still see us as we have a whole lot of hidden treasures in Nigeria, both apart from human, how will I put it, the strength of the humans that we have there in Nigeria. There are a whole lot of hidden resources that we have there in Nigeria. A lot of it.
Lots of hidden potentials, and I guess that's one of the reasons why some people, once they have the opportunity, they just travel abroad, because sitting in Nigeria sometimes would make you sit on top of your talent, your God-given talent. And if you don't have an enabling environment to express yourself, to harness and develop that talent, sometimes it might go to waste, which is actually what it might, it contributes to taking the country backwards.
Yeah.
But that also does when they're dealing with some other walks of life, they talk about brain drain, where the best of the brains from a country, because they don't have an enabling environment to express themselves and harness and nurture their potential. They travel abroad, an enabling environment, and you cannot blame them. I've seen people who have relatives when we were in Nigeria, they studied business administration, not because that was what they wanted to study, but because it was hard for them to get admission into like nursing, into science. But when they got here, they were easily able to obtain a registered nurse license. They went to nursing school. I have an uncle in Texas. He went to Oko Poly. He did biz admin in Oko Poly, even part-time self, because they don't give him full-time admission. But he come here, he don't turn to nurse. People, Nigerians are very, very proactive individuals, intelligent, highly intelligent.
I can say that.
Very serious. Once they put their mind into something, they would always prosper. It's a God-given thing. It's inbuilt.
It's true.
As if you see the passion the conductor calls for passengers, such passion, shouting, "Oh, that's it is with such passion people, delve into other fields and they prosper in it. What advice would you give to our fellow Nigerians that are back home who have the intention of pursuing their dreams or their goals abroad?
They should never give up, because even I myself, coming from the fact that I did my bachelor's and master's degree at some universities there in Nigeria, it was really very tough for me the time I was trying to make decisions, trying to get scholarship, trying to get admission. But one very thing I did was I never ever thought of giving up. So even if I fall a million times, I'm going to rise more than 20 million times.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
I don't give up. So they should never give up in pursuing their goals. So even if they are looking for maybe schools and they are getting rejection and maybe getting partial scholarship or not getting scholarship, they should keep on trying. Definitely one day it will enter.
Yeah, as long as they pursue it legitimately and legally, once you have legal intention legitimately, you can always, put it in prayers if you're a believer and keep striving. You will definitely get there. All right. I haven't lived abroad for a couple of years now. What are some obvious differences you see here in New Jersey in the US compared to Abuja, Lagos, and Nigeria?
I would say life is a little bit, how will I say? Life is easy and comfortable here in the New Jersey because you have almost everything that you need. You have light, you have water. Like the kind of research that I'm doing, we need constant light. So in New Jersey, you have that constant light, you have water, you have those things that really makes life easy for you.
Like the internet too.
Yeah.
It's just like
coming to Nigeria. Oh my gosh. The last time I was in Nigeria for research, I usually spend more than 20,000 naira on data in a week because I browse a lot and we deal with a whole lot of data. Before I know what is happening, I will get notification, the next thing, 200 MB, 1 MB, and that's all.
And sometimes to some of those internet providers, I think they give you what they call an invitation to treat, or their advert is deceptive. The bundle that they sell, I think I hear some of them, it should be lasting for a month, but it doesn't. I don't know why they measure it. Yeah, I don't know why they measure it and they tell you 500 MB or 1. No,
it's not even possible.
They shouldn't be measuring it. It should be for a month. When I'm subscribing for a month.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking, that maybe Okay, I think the one I subscribed for 20,000, how many months did they tell me that it's going to last? So I was just thinking that, okay, maybe this one is going to take me for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Although definitely I know that we deal with large data sets. So
Yeah.
I was expecting that it's going to consume a whole lot of data, but I wasn't expecting that maybe after some few days, I'm going to get notification that the data, I'm running short of data. So it's like that. So it is all those things that really makes life very comfortable and
Yeah.
easy
Yeah.
for people that are living abroad.
You know what? Some of us here sometimes we take some things for granted. There are lots of stuff that we get here for free now and easily that we don't add it to our prayer point. When we're in Nigeria, we used to add it to our prayer point.
No,
I
of
remember
course.
in Nigeria those days, you would always pray to have light on Saturday so you can iron your clothes that you want to wear to church on Sunday, and you always pray to have light on Sunday so that you can iron your clothes that you wear to work during the week.
Yeah.
And once you have the light, you start ironing for like forever. You iron a pair of clothes that you're going to wear for like a week or 2 weeks worth, because you never can tell what's going to happen tomorrow.
It's true.
You know,
It's
if we
true.
were to be in Nigeria now, maybe I would have kept my generator on the side, thinking NEPA, what do they call them? PH, power holding.
Yeah.
Would cut off light and all that here. You know, so those are some of the perks that we get from this country. However, even having said that, it's not as if it's easy living abroad. But as long as you're not lazy and you're serious, of which Nigerians are not lazy and they are serious,
they are not.
You can always survive abroad. You know. Okay. Can you give? Because we have this platform, you never can tell where this program goes tomorrow and who sees it or who's going to watch it tomorrow. Can you give the Nigerian government, people in politics, those in the helms of affairs, can you give them one or two advices, please?
I would say that there are a whole lot of things that we need to prioritize in Nigeria. We have youths, and I am thinking that the government should be able to translate our population into our workforce. That is what some countries are doing. Even with that large number of a population that they are having, they translate it into workforce. I'll give an instance like China. If they tell you the number of professors that they have in China is really, really overwhelming. And they are really, really having high level of productivity in all affairs. So because they looked at their population as their workforce. So we have a whole lot of, that was why I used that word resources, because the resources now cover even the human potentials that we are having in Nigeria, and also the natural resources that we are having in Nigeria, that the government should be able to tap into all these resources for them to bring out the best of it. So education, health sector, a whole lot, even
agriculture,
environment, agriculture, environment. Our environment is really degrading at a very high rate. So I stay in the forest and I know what I am seeing there. So the way that our government is a little bit relaxed, especially in the terms of trying to sit up and maybe take responsibility for some of the things and making a whole lot of things to degrade. Our forests, for instance, is where we should be able to see how we can harness all those natural resources that we have not for only the protection of the animals, no, but even for the humans themselves. But if you go to our protected areas in Nigeria, you will be surprised. But when you get to South Africa, if you get to some other countries like even Kenya,
the safari,
and they tell you the millions of dollars that are making out of this. And in Nigeria, we have a whole lot. Like Cross River National Park has the highest diversity of butterflies in Africa. And still, our government is not doing enough for the protection of that place. So I just feel that our government should be able to sit up with the responsibility and see how best we could use our resources, both human potentials, the natural resources, not only crude oil, for the progress of the country.
Yeah. On my way to that brings us to there was a news I heard on the news on my way back from church. They were saying due to the high rate of inflation and supply chain issues, that there have been scarcity of that there's news of scarcity of food supply even in Africa. And I was telling my wife, I said, scarcity of food even in Africa. You don't bad like that. Place when we say every household they get farm before. Nobody talks about farm anymore.
Even the environmental issues like the drought and the flooding is also because we are having Africa, we don't pay very good attention to environmental protection. So the certification is really advancing at a very high rate. We are just having the effect of climate change, which is going to even affect the food productivity and a whole lot of things. It
does. I think there's an increase in erosion now. Erosion cases these days in Nigeria. Every time there's a rain, every time there's a rainfall, you hear of erosion here and there.
And flooding, a whole lot.
Moving houses and all that kind of stuff, even in areas like Lekki and all that. Yeah, my brother, it's been nice chatting with you. Thank you so much.
Same here.
So,
thank you very much.
I hope our viewers would enjoy. I hope they would enjoy this episode. Once again, I would say thank you for joining us. Please like this channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also share the video. And also please turn on your notification button so you can also receive alerts every time there's an upload. And I will bring you an exciting episode later on. See you then. Bye.
Lately I've been thinking about the choices I have made and doubt the life I've chosen for myself. I wonder how it would pan out if I